We begin today in Mar-a-Lago, a state in South Florida, where President Donald Trump is back for his first face-to-face meeting with the president of China. Now, Trump is hosting Xi Jinping for a two-day summit aimed at settling a bilateral framework on how their countries can work together moving forward. But given all the past provocative statements President Trump has made about China, will these talks get a bit awkward? Now, RT's Marina Pornaya is live in West Palm Beach. Marina, what can we expect to come out of this meeting today?
Well, the leaders arrived separately in South Florida this afternoon. President Trump and the First Lady are hosting at the Mar-a-Lago residence right behind me, a location the White House says was picked for its relaxed feel. Now, President Trump and Chinese President Xi Jinping will be spending the next 24 hours together, and despite their differences, they are expected to publicly demonstrate a level of respect for one another while discussing a host of issues, including trade tensions, North Korea's nuclear ambitions, and China's territorial ambitions in the South China Sea. Now, today's agenda includes a tour of Mar-a-Lago, a dinner between the first couples, followed by informal meetings. Tomorrow, a series of meetings and a working lunch. Senior White House officials say that talks will tackle bilateral trade investments mutually beneficial for the U.S. and China. North Korea is also said to be of important urgency for President Trump. America's leader has publicly criticized China for failing to do enough to curb North Korea's nuclear ambitions. Now, the Chinese president, for his part, is looking to prove that he can hold his own against America's new leader, who often displays a distaste for diplomacy. We should mention, important to note, that no golf will be played during the summit.
All right, now President Trump made China a political punching bag during his presidential election. Doesn't that create a somewhat tense environment for these talks, Marina?
Well, Mr. Trump's nonstop criticism of China certainly has raised the stakes for this meeting between the two superpowers. Now, while the presidents are expected to smile and handshake in front of the cameras, it's clear that China has not forgotten all of the blistering accusations made by the U.S. president.
We're going to turn it around, and we have the cards. Don't forget, we're like the piggy bank that's being robbed. We have the cards. We have a lot of power with China. When China doesn't want to fix the problem in North Korea, we say, sorry, folks, you got to fix the problem. Because we can't continue to allow China to rape our country, and that's what they're doing.
You look at North Korea, we're doing nothing there. China should solve that problem for us. China should go into North Korea. China is totally powerful as it relates to North Korea.
We are going to have to go. One of the reasons they're able to do it is they devalue their currency to such an extent. They are the single greatest currency manipulator that's ever been on this planet.
Now, Mr. Trump has also taken China to task on Twitter, writing, "It's no surprise that China was caught cheating in the Olympics. That's the Chinese MO, lie, cheat, and steal all international dealings." In another tweet, he wrote, "China is the biggest environmental polluter in the world by far. They do nothing to clean up their factories and laugh at our stupidity." The irony here is that by President Trump touting coal and changing America's stance on climate change, China has now become the global leader on climate change. So while the president was criticizing China for polluting the world, it turns out that because there's been a change in policy under the Trump administration, China has now become a world leader on climate change.
All right, Marina, thank you so much for pointing that out. That was RT correspondent Marina Portnaya. Thank you so much.